it's real. And the thought came to me then. If the social media influencers are doing this, what do you think the news is doing? What's going on, guys? My name is Ezel, and this is my wife,
Yelsa.
and welcome to our reaction channel, the Ezels React. Now, today, we've been telling you guys, we do more than just music video reactions. We also react to.
Maybe you want to fix that?
Oh,
You looking kind of crazy.
Looking kind of crazy. Well, we also do reactions to sometimes other pieces of content, other
like
forms
trailers
of content,
or
trailers and so forth and so
videos.
on.
Yeah.
So today we're watching Abba and Preach. I'm sure most of you know who they are. They are, if not, they comment on different topics daily. What I understand.
Not daily.
Well, weekly. Every 2 days.
Maybe.
Very often, okay?
Yeah, fairly often.
Yeah, and so this one is called YouTubers on CNN. YouTubers must be deplatformed. They have too much influence. So let's jump straight into it. Let's see what's going on.
So this is a new segment that popped up on CNN, I think, just yesterday, actually.
And second, we have to turn down the capability of these conservative influencers to reach these huge audiences. There are people on YouTube, for example, that have a larger audience than daytime CNN, and they are extremely radical and pushing extremely radical views. And so it's up to the Facebooks and YouTubes in particular to think about whether or not they want to be.
That's your fault. That part right there, where you see that there's people that have huge platforms bigger than CNN and stuff like that, is your fault, because it's been known that you guys been lying. So people do not trust you anymore because you've been lying and lying and lying. Hence, people are leaving your platform to go to another platform that they trust. It's not so much that these people are having a platform that is big, it's that we can't trust you.
I agree with that, but I want to also add that I started getting on the internet like really heavy using YouTube in like 2007. Long story, but make it short. I lost the I could not legally drive. Okay, my license was suspended. Okay, and so I was stuck with living with my parents at the time. And I fell into the rabbit hole looking on YouTube videos, and I thought it was just so refreshing because regular television did not have the type of programming that you could find on YouTube. It was just, regular people putting out content, just things you would just not see on television. That is another reason why some people, not just the lying, but also the different perspectives. If we're watching television all the time and it's only coming from 3 different types of people, knowing that there's hundreds of types of people with different personalities all in this world, why only hear a certain perspective from these 3 different types of personalities? Let's hear it from everybody. Let's hear it from this person, that person, somebody from this community, that community, etc., etc. Everybody has a different point of view. And everybody should get a say-so in speaking on those points of views.
Sure.
So I agree with that.
Because you're powered by, it's not you doing your news thing that you're supposed to do, reporting the news, investigating. No, you clearly have an agenda, and people know that. So they left your ass. No?
Do your thing.
Cool. They left your ass. You were trifling. You belong to the streets. So they went to the streets and found someone else, and now you mad? Ooh, look at my ex. She lives in the bed. You trifling.
Look at my ex.
I'm not even mad.
Effectively cable networks for disinformation. And then we're going to have to figure out the OANN and Newsmax problem. That these companies have freedom of speech, but I'm not sure we need Verizon, AT&T, Comcast, and such to be bringing them into tens of millions of homes.
Wow.
Yeah, they're advocating for deplatforming now. They're saying because we don't agree with these people and their ideas, and we say that they spread misinformation, they shouldn't be allowed on these platforms. If people really want to find them, they're going to have to dig deeper. They want to make it more accessible. And you actually saw this with YouTube, where where they were shadow banning a bunch of news
Yes.
and independent
Yeah.
people here on this platform. They want to do this on an even larger scale. So this is what I said when I said, once you open this door, it's not going to close. And once you start cheering on a bit of censorship, it always leads to more. Because now they think
That's true.
the solution to fixing the problems of the world is not for dialogue, but it's for making sure certain voices get silenced. Do you understand?
Yeah,
that's
that is a slippery slope.
really is.
It is a slippery slope, and like you said, once you go forward, you can't get. You give it an inch, they're
Yeah.
gonna take 10,000 miles. Like it. I mean, I don't even know where to begin on that. Regardless of whether you agree with someone or not, even if, I mean, the craziest thing, and I'm not for, let's just say one we can mostly all agree on, pedophilia, right? I'm not for it, but at the same time, the person saying that they are, me being able to say, nah, you can't say that. If I say that to that person, then, well, what's stopping me from saying it to the person that likes, I don't know, just something that we kind of all can agree on is probably not the best thing to do morally. Okay? And even that is dependent upon different cultures, different backgrounds. You know, what is acceptable in one country or ethnicity or culture is not acceptable in another. So it's completely based on things that have to do with beliefs at the end of the day. And everybody believes in something different. So the foundation of that is, let's just let everybody say what they want to say. Now, if you're actively acting out something, then that's a whole different story. But we're just talking about just speaking, and it's a slippery slope. It really is. Really, you want to say something?
Yeah. What I was going to say is, I get what you're saying, but I was saying you don't even need to go that far to see how this can be a problem. Think about what happened last year with the whole content on YouTube and whether it's child friendly or not. It got
Actually,
to
it
a
was
point
2019.
where,
Going
okay,
into
2019.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right, you're right.
Well, it got to a point where there was even like a family vlog that I was looking at. And the woman, she mostly has her kids on the family vlog, but she said something that wasn't even like bad or anything on there. And she was like, oh yeah, this isn't for children. This vlog is not for children. And I was just like, wow, she has to say that because of how bad it's already started. It didn't just start with this big recent event. It's already, they've already started implementing it here and there. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really going to rear its ugly head eventually. It's really, once you start in general, it's
no matter how much.
Back.
I'm sorry. Every time I think you're done.
I'm sorry. It's kind of no turning back. It's really it gets. Yeah, just say what you need to say.
No matter how much you disagree with someone or don't like someone, the moment you take away their freedom of speech, you've taken away yours.
Yes,
point blank.
That's true.
Understand where this is going, right? Now they're just saying radicals. What's radical? I remember a time where me saying a male shouldn't compete against a female in sports was considered radical. Y'all remember that time?
Yeah. But.
Remember one time when we said, hey, listen, I feel like there's a lot of issues going on, and sometimes males in the workplace do this, but we should also ask questions and not be so quick to... That was considered radical. Yeah? Are you religious? I promise you, it's going to be considered radical very, very soon. I'm not fear-mongering. You're seeing the progression. You're seeing the progression. I had a video flagged for hate recently. You know what I was talking about? My father died.
What?
Flagged for hate.
Wow.
Wait, well, that fit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's wow.
And that happened in preach, the one that you.
Yeah.
It got flagged.
Flagged.
So demonetized.
Nigga, didn't I just say that?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Like flag. I just told you right now.
It got flagged for hate speech.
Flagged. Whole flag. China. Red.
When you're
Wow.
talking with
Nigga, I'm not gonna repeat myself.
I'm trying to understand, bruv.
I'm not gonna repeat myself. I said what I said.
It's so dumb that I think I'm the problem and I don't understand.
Yeah, you the problem.
No, you the problem.
No, you.
Hate speech.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about? It's crazy.
Okay, there's an ad.
Let's keep listening.
This is, allowing people to seek out information if they really want to, but not pushing it into their faces, I think is where we're going to have to go here.
See? So now they're not even trying to compete. They're not even trying to be on a level playing field. It's already proven factually that trusted sources are now giving priority on channels like you on pages like YouTube. And so what ends up happening is that if you're independent, it starts to become a waste of time to do stuff on this platform because of the fact that you're going to be deranked and they're always going to push you stuff. Like if I Google or if I YouTube Trump, it'll never show me independent news networks or individuals. It always shows me CNN and Fox News. As if they're trusted.
Which is a bias. They're
Listen,
very
the
biased.
percentage of American people who trust their news networks is super low. You're talking about like low.
Okay. So, me and my wife both went to school for.
I was actually going to touch base on that.
We both went to school
Continue.
for mass media, radio, TV, and film production. Okay. Because of that, we can tell you, we can attest that narratives are spun all the time, and I think people just got hip to it. I mean, this chart, Americans trust in mass media by political party. Okay, Democrats, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I'm not getting into politics, but just in a general sense of media, okay? If you have one center, not a decentralized, not you can get news from all over, this one center, it causes the problem of whoever holds the keys to that center drives the whole car. Meaning, whatever story they want to put in there and make you think it's real, there's always that possibility that the person who is in leadership of that vehicle doesn't have the most honorable intentions, okay? And it's, yeah, what were you gonna say? Am I touching on what you were gonna say?
Yeah, you touched base on basically everything I wanted to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll let you. Is there more you want to say?
No.
I'm sorry. I can go. I can get to talking about this all the time. But yeah, let's continue. This is. I think if we can just get a little bit more in, we're not going to watch the whole entire video. You guys can go over there and show your support by watching their video on Auburn and Preach. Shout out to those guys. But let's watch a little bit more.
Lower than 20 to 30%. Yet, you want me to trust them on.
It's their fault.
This is what I'm talking about with the collusion.
But it's their
right?
fault. Yeah, man. That's why. I've been thinking about this shit since you said it, and I was like, he's maybe right.
Yep.
Maybe, and it's totally, absolutely your fault.
Yep.
And I'm talking to the media right now.
Yep.
If people do not trust you, you gotta be accountable for your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like, it's fake news and it's fake. It's your fault. Yes, in those news, those independent, there is gonna be fake news. As much as you produce fake news.
Exactly. Okay. If you're still watching, congratulations first off. Congratulations, okay? If you're still watching. But this is a true story, okay? So I do social media, okay? Instagram, TikTok, all of that. I'm a visual effects artist and a filmmaker, okay? And in Atlanta, I'm not currently there right now, but at the time, been there for a decade. I ran with big social media influencers, okay? People that I could name drop, and half of you to probably all of you would know who I'm talking about. And the thing about it is, being around them, before I was with them, I don't know what I thought, but once I started hanging out with them, I realized something. They would talk about how they would just fabricate these, they make them seem real. They make these altercations seem real when they go out. Argument between, I'm sure you guys know about the Lamborghini. The guy drives up in the Lambo. The girl doesn't want him at first. She didn't see him with the Lambo. Then she sees him with the Lambo. Like, oh, you got a nice car. Oh, why didn't I talk to you earlier? Well, because, okay, when those videos first started coming out, people thought they were real. I think people have caught on now that mostly a fake. I'd be surprised. I'd probably be surprised. People probably still think those are real. But I would hang with these guys, and they would talk about how they would do things and have people thinking one thing when they was really all a lie. And I would be around them and watch them create the idea of what they were going to do, and then film it, and then watch millions of people just believe. I saw it with my own eye. I watched it. I was there when it was happening, and I've seen this several times, several instances. I'm not going to name drop, but it's real. And the thought came to me then. If the social media influencers are doing this, what do you think the news is doing? If social media creators, content creators, regular people with millions of followers are doing this, don't you understand they're doing it too? Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, this video, I don't want to make it too long, but this is it can be a sensitive topic for people to hear about, because, and I'm not going to say the name, but you know what I'm talking about when it comes to politics. Everybody was happy for a certain reason that someone got deplatformed, and it's a slippery slope, and we can all be happy for it. But what does that mean for you behind the computer screen? And people are, it doesn't seem like a big deal right now because nothing has happened. But when you start to realize or start to understand that one day, I don't know how old you are behind the computer, but one day you're going to want to do certain things. You're going to, as we age, we get new beliefs, we just grow, we evolve. And sometimes your evolution can evolve to a point where you're going to want to speak on certain things. You're going to want to, express yourself. And what happens when you can't do that anymore? Okay? Because you were okay with something happening. It's definitely something that should be talked about and thought about before we just okay it and say, well, that was him, good for him. What happens when it's your cousin, your uncle, your dad? Who knows? Okay. But guys, I don't want to make this long, like I said. And even so, I was trying to speak in a way where what happened to Aubrey and Preach doesn't happen here. But guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Helps us in the algorithm. Also, what did you guys think about Aubrey and Preach? You guys disagree? Do you agree? Remember, if you disagree, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be upset. Just state your disagreement in the comment section, and we can all have a healthy conversation, okay? Because we enjoy good vibes only, okay? Good vibes only. So, if this is your first time, also consider subscribing. Your first time checking us out, consider subscribing. We do this daily. We do this very often. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.